Hello everybody. I'm doing a video on how did I change since using a technology called Techno Tutor. So I don't know where to begin. Um, so I used to talk with therapy for 8 years. I know it's a very long time. And we know it's like our whole body our flesh change completely in every 7 years. And but it's like my whole in the whole 20 my 20s was in therapy and beginning of my 30s, actually at the beginning of it. But for me, therapy was like, because before therapy I wasn't able to like do anything. I had a challenge even going to the supermarket. Even spending money was hard. It's like even go shopping was hard for me. I have a memory, maybe even going for a walk outside for hard for me. It was very hard for me. So it was like a office close to our house back in Iran, and that was my only option at the time. Unfortunately, I didn't have a technology like Techno Tutor at the time, so I just grabbed whatever was available to me at the time. And I know if I had it at that time, my life would be completely different. Even if when I was like 15 years old, even at that age would be completely different. It's like everything would be completely much better. But anyway, so at the time I was going to therapy, and it was like how can I say? It was like a hobby, actually, going to the therapy for me. I know I was going to. After that, I went to the group therapy, and it's like it was kind of challenging, but it's like I still had my problems. It's like it was like I was just speaking them, and I was just feeling better, and then I was going back, same where I was, and so I remember. Oh, I just remembered. It was like before I go to therapy, it was crazy. My life was. It's like I had what do you call it? OCD, I believe, obsessive compulsive disorder. It was at the crazy level. I remember in my childhood, this was very common for because of obviously in my upbringing, but it's like I remember it's like in the school, if it was one time I was doing a homework, and then I was writing one word, and I had so much anxiety as a child, and I think it was very good what I wrote, but then I was just crossing it and then doing it again and then doing it again. And it's like, it was inside me, that compulsive, never thinking that anything is correct. And even in the school, it was like, so I was just wasting time in the school, but I was never learning anything. I was just doing it because they wanted me to do it, or it was the only safe place. Like, you have to do something, so it's better to go to the school. So, and when I came here, I realized not only I didn't learn anything in the school, even I didn't learn how to read and write, because when I came to Canada, so I need to speak in English. It's like speaking in Farsi, it doesn't matter. It's like it's I have to be able to communicate in English. So basically, I didn't learn anything in the school, not even a high school degree or anything. So it was going through the therapy to just after the group therapy. The person who was a psychologist, whatever, who connect me with the therapist, that I started to just talk with him. And as I said, therapy for me was like just feeling better. It's like smoking. It's like the people that smoke weed, they just smoke because they want to feel better. It's like I remember, so we started with one session and then the two and then it was three, and it's like for many years I was doing 3 sessions a week of therapy, and it was like you I was talking, and then it's like, and then maybe something happened during my day, and then I have to, okay, oh, when my therapy gonna come up, I just talk with them again to just feel better. Very similar to people that they smoke or whatever, something like that. And I remember, so this was like a habit, or I don't know if you can call it an addiction, but it was like something that I had to do. And I was disciplined with it. And because I stick to it, just do it. And thankfully, so before I go to the that part, it was like in my job was like always uh, some something. I was always one of the reason I was so nervous at my work was like because so it was my second language. I was worried something what gonna happen, and the other thing was it's like always I don't know, some maybe rude person or rude customer or something would happen, um, that I in a way I would attract them to me. It's like something would happen, and I didn't have the confidence to be able to process it, to be able to be stable in that position. So it's like I was enhancing it. It's like I was making it more. And I didn't have the stability, the processability when I just came to be able to handle those situations. I was just surviving and that's it. So one of the thing also I remember I was I used to be so nervous in the counter of the workplace, like in dealing with money and dealing with customers. Like it's like you know the hot water you put it on their oven and they're boiling. It's like I couldn't. It's like I couldn't even stand in that position for like I don't know, like 2 minutes. I was suffering. So imagine all those challenges that I had and those situations that it's like I never solved them with therapy. I was just because when you speak about it, maybe you feel better, but still they're inside your flesh. They still you have been programmed. They are in your DNA. But the cult of therapy, they just um, they believe they are, I don't know, at least maybe I don't want to really just maybe talk much about that aspect, but they just it's like you just speak and speak and speak and you're just talking about the same thing, and that's it. And it's like they're good. It's like they're good at um, selling you to come back, to just keep doing it. But at the time was just helping me to survive. So I got to, thankfully, it's really it was like luck, maybe you can say, because I got connected to Techno Tutor through Your Wish is Your Command, and it was like an audio. My sister sent me the audio, and it was like at first I didn't look at the audio, but um, then something happened, and then I was able to go back and check it out. And from there, I was able to go to a group of people like a clubhouse, and from there, I was connected to Techno Tutor, thankfully. And it took me like maybe like I don't know how much. So as I said, the therapy for me was like an addiction. So I was like, it was like part of my life. I I couldn't imagine not having therapy. I was thinking, okay, if I quit the therapy, then how I'm gonna handle the pressure that I have at my work? It's like I cannot handle it. It's like, imagine those children that they use a tricycle and they have those small wheels next to their bicycle that they can use their bicycle. It's like therapy for me was like something like that. Without it, I couldn't imagine being able by myself riding my bicycle or my car or whatever. And it took me a few months to gain the confidence and being able to learn to really reprogram myself. And when I got it, I was like, okay, if I really able to um, reprogram myself and process the challenges, if challenge happen, I can process it. And even at the top of that, be more social, go outside and talk with people. Why do I need the continued therapy? And so I was able to stop the 8 year of therapy after a few months of using Techno Tutor. And that in itself is amazing because now, and because after that, took the responsibility of my mental health per se for myself. It's like I was able to it wasn't about surviving anymore. It was about learning and also stabilizing myself and also reprogram myself to whatever I wanted to be reprogrammed to. Uh, so yeah, this was like this is the beginning of that. It was like I think it was like I don't know. It was like maybe 2 years ago. But it's like that was very important to me, and it's like it's just the beginning. It's like every day when I use my Techno Tutor, I feel like okay, I'm learning something. I'm learning something new, and I don't need to be worried about oh my god, English is not my first language, oh my god, what am gonna happen. It's like the confidence that gave to me that I be able to be okay even if I don't know something, even have the process ability to use, even I don't have the huge vocabulary that a native speaker they may have, that even they don't have much vocabulary because their school system is completely screwed. But I be able to reprogram myself to be okay to do mistake. That's a very important part. One of the reason I had very an anxiety, for example, to deal with money with the customer, it was like because I wasn't okay to do mistake. I thought, oh my God, it's so bad. But then I was able to reprogram myself to be, it's okay to do mistake. It's be more kinder to myself. And that's honestly, what else, for example, the people that they seek some mental health though, or they want to solve their anger issue, what else do they need? They just need to be able to reprogram themselves. What else do we need other than stability? It's like when we seek some, I don't know, meditation or whatever to feel better or something, they all go back to being able to reprogramming ourselves to uh, be more stable. Uh, so I think already this video is very long, but this I think was a kind of good, maybe quick, in a way, quick story of my like 10 years of my life, and then and beginning of the Techno Tutor, and it's just starting to be able to grow myself more and more and more, and be able to share this technology with more people, because I know a lot of people out there, they are looking for something. What should I do when I'm angry? What should I do when I'm pissed off? Why did I get angry? Why my relationship didn't work? all those answers just to be able to program yourself, stabilize yourself, and take the responsibility of your mental health, in my opinion. But thank you if you watched this video. I hope you're gonna support some people. And if you need more detail about my story, you can always reach out to me. Thank you.